This is the 4th episode of What If It Was Me versus Total Drama World Tour. If you have not seen the other episodes, please go do so now. Thank you so much for watching. Alright, let's get it. First off, a quick RIP to me. I tried my best, but look, bro, I made it pretty far, and I'm gonna be in every season anyway. I'll eventually win one, I have to. But I'm going against people who play this game for like a living, for reality. So it's bound to be a little bit stressful. I do want to say though, the pairs in this game kind of killing it. Owen, Izzy, LaShawn, Harold, Duncan, Courtney. And you know what's crazy is Heather and Izzy talk the most game to each other, like they have had each other's back secretly since the beginning. I'm allowed to say this kind of stuff since I've been evicted, and now y'all get a real third-person view of the game. For example, Courtney, Duncan, Heather, Izzy, Sierra, Blanley, and Alejandro were all in an alliance. They just kept arguing and stuff. Cody is secretly working with Courtney and Duncan. However, he is starting to have second thought. Noah and Izzy have been pretending they're fight this entire time because no one will touch them because they think, oh, they'll just get each other out. So let me not waste my HOH on that. But secretly, they're all right with each other. Courtney and Duncan obviously have a final two. All the pairs have a final two, obviously. Walk the plank. Dang, Owen had to walk that immediately. He fumbled the bag. It is now Heather, Cody, and Courtney all wanting a taste of this power. And third place is Cody, which comes down to Courtney versus Heather. And I feel like Courtney's going to win. Yup, Courtney, congratulations. Once again, you and Duncan are safe, which means Heather is probably safe, which means Harold and Cody getting nominated. I feel like Lashauna's always on edge because besides Harold, she has no one here that she's like super close aligned with. And Heather is actually opening up and talking to Lashauna a lot, but Lashauna don't want to work with Heather, bro. Courtney has decided to nominate Heather and Harold. Oh yeah, that alliance must have been broken up. All right, Heather obviously gonna be pissed, and Harold kind of expected this and he braced himself for this to come. Lashauna also expected this coming, and she can't have her number one going out of this game. So I feel like her and Harold might try to make a pact with Noah and Owen, at least for this 1 week, which by butterfly effect may also get them Izzy. But Izzy is pretty closely aligned with Heather, so I don't know. Courtney gets house guest choice. Alright, so she got plot armor. This is her and Duncan's week. I bet Duncan about to win this veto. Hey, Izzy. Courtney fumbled. Alright, never mind. Courtney told him and her to throw. She said we can't look like more of a threat than we already are. Noah, if you get out, that means Heather is safe. Izzy versus Noah. And Noah, finally, with a W, gets a golden power veto. That means everyone in the house has a win. At the final 9, that's pretty good. That doesn't happen at all often, especially considering we got 6 people in the jury who have won something. Me, Ezekiel, Gwen, we used to run it. Hey, but the margaritas and the pina coladas made by Blanley in the jury house are delicious. She know how to make some potion. Ugh. Noah does not use the power of veto. Oh, see, if him and Izzy were actually mad at each other, he would use it. The final nominees are Heather and Harold. Honestly, I kind of think this might where Harold gets clapped. Or not, because Cody, Noah, and Owen might be on his side, and Lashauna for sure is. Harold might actually be safe. Hold on. Izzy doesn't give a fuck no more. And Owen wins Go Fish. Hey, at least he's having a good time. He's like, yeah, Izzy's crashing out, but what was a man to do? I'm playing my Go Fish. I don't got time for that. Heather makes a joke. Oh, brother, she might be cooked. 4 votes to be evicted. Cody has voted for Heather. Duncan has voted for Harold. Izzy has voted for Heather. Lashauna has voted for Heather. 1 more vote, Heather, and she is evicted, and that's all it takes. By a vote of 5-1, Heather, you have been evicted, and she leaves the house. I'm so sorry, Heather. Here, have a lemon lime margarita. And you know what got that salt around the rim? The final 8 contestants, they're all realizing they are so close to the end of this game. them and Heather made it to the halfway point, and you could argue so did I. They're all kind of realizing like, oh my god, I kind of have a real chance at winning this big money. And Cody, if I had to make a prediction, you're the next one that goes, because everyone here has super close connections with each other besides you. Or that could be the best thing you could sell, Cody, is that you could make any of these pairs that are left in the house, you could make it a trio. And that's some like fire advantage in the game. But I don't know if Cody's like smart enough to sell that. Owen, come on, bro. You gotta do something. You barely been in this game. Oh, Harold, Lashana, please. No way. Duncan beats both of them? Are you kidding? Him and Courtney once more are safe. Cannot be evicted. No way they're gonna start winning back to back to back until they get to the end. They're both having the exact same stat. He has 2 HOHs. It just hasn't updated yet. All right, well, he's clearly nominating Harold and probably Noah, Cody, or Izzy. Watch. Yup, there goes Cody. Cody, we get along, but I have to do this for my strategy. Harold is angry. I know he is. And Cody, I told you this was gonna happen. Please, Harold, you gotta talk to the homie. Or actually, Cody's kind of the underdog. If he survives this, that means he might be selling the fact he is a free agent, and that could be very fire gameplay. All right, you want to draw Lashana. Instead of picking Courtney, he picks Owen. Come on, Owen, you need to win this. You were drawn for a reason. He gets Lashana and Cody gets Noah. Bang! They both immediately fumbled. Cody fumbles. You needed this win, Cody. Between Duncan and Owen, and the winner, Duncan, is controlling this entire week. That one Duncan commenter I know is hype right now. Duncan is clearly not gonna use that Vita, bruh. Watch this. Yeah, he ain't doing shit. Courtney spreads a rumor. Bro, Courtney and Duncan really taking over this game, and it's so blatant that I can't understand why others don't see this. Or maybe they do see this, but they just haven't had the chance to do anything about it recently. Harold gives a long speech. Don't worry, Harold. I'm almost positive Cody is going. It takes 3 votes to be evicted. Courtney has voted to evict Harold. Izzy, hold on now. Lashana votes to evict Cody. Noah and by a vote of 4-1, Harold, you have been evicted. It was only a matter of time considering how far you got last season. But unfortunately for these 7, they don't know it, but it is another double eviction. And when Chris announces that, they're all like, oh, bro. And honestly, I'm kind of hoping that Cody can clutch this, because if he doesn't, it might be him and Lashana on the block. They gotta lock themselves in a very uncomfortable cage hanging above the ground, and that's it. This kind of torturous. Yeah, she did not want to do that. Izzy about to do this, bro. She's used to hold on. Cody maybe? Or Noah? Noah! Congratulations! Watch, I promise you he's not gonna vote or nominate Izzy in any fashion. He might nominate Courtney and Duncan. This could be where he finally gets the cracks in the game. He nominates Izzy. All right, maybe. All right, Izzy gotta be a pawn. I like both of you. Yeah, I bet. So you're nominating the 2 strongest people. All right, Izzy and Courtney scrambling. They both immediately go to their counterpart. They do not want to be eliminated. Courtney and Duncan goes to Cody and they're like, hey, we saved you. You cannot vote us, bro. Only one person will sit out from the HOH competition, and it's Owen. He's gonna be on the sidelines cheering. Can you imagine if this was an eating competition, bro? Owen would have been pissed. Courtney, Izzy, both of you need this, and one of you will get it. Izzy, if you don't beat her ass. Yeah, that's exactly what I thought. Come on, bro. Don't even play. All right, now Courtney real scared. Noah, he's thanking the gods because his plan to work, and he's about to backdoor Cody or Lashana. It just makes sense for me to save myself, and obviously she does. Noah chose Lashana. Ah, bruh. What are you, sexist? Someone had to to say it, huh? And look, Courtney trying to save her life. Courtney, she said, please, no, not again. I can't get this far to get out again. It takes just a mere 3 votes, obviously. Okay, so Courtney's out. Hold on. Oh, it is a tie. Did begging to Noah before this work? It did. Bruh, poor Lashana, her and Harold out back to back. He is so sad to see her, but hey, at least they can chill. This jury is like, bro, who's gonna win? All right, this is the last week before the final episode, aka finale. Everyone wants to make finale. Out of 3 seasons, I've only made it once, I think anyway. Izzy, Courtney, both of you fought hard against each other, and both of you are still here. Izzy a POV god. And watch, Courtney's about to win the next power veto just so she can share stats with Duncan. Duncan immediately fumbled. I bet Courtney's pissed. It's a bowling competition. Hold on. Owen and Izzy, this might be their game. Yeah, that's what I thought. Let's go. They're guaranteed into finale night, both of them. And Izzy, congratulations with your first head of household. I know the other 2 seasons you fumbled, and I knew that had to be a fluke, and I'm so glad you're winning stuff now. You're tied with the most wins with Duncan, and she's probably gonna nominate Duncan and Courtney, or she might return the favor to Noah. Owen obviously getting a marshmallow. How did I know he was first? Then Noah. Oh, it was Courtney and Cody. You because you're a challenge threat, and you because you're a jury threat. And honestly, those are some pretty good reasons. And I know if Cody gets taken off, Duncan is for sure gonna be the replacement. But look, I told you, Courtney's about to win this power veto. Everyone can play in veto now. Oh, maybe not. She fumbled immediately, but Duncan might have her back. Yup. Hold on. Izzy tried to throw, but still won. All right, so she's for sure not gonna do anything. I would like to see Courtney leave. She's putting out her public hit. Courtney's really getting upset now. She want to be the last girl standing. I can flex that. That's a pretty good flex. Noah makes a deal with both sides of the house. I know he is. He's gotten so far by being his smart, schemy self, and I said from the beginning he's gonna slide his way to 2 million. Casual speeches for the lot of them. 2 votes to be evicted. He votes to evict Cody. Noah votes to evict Courtney. It all comes down to Owen, and by a vote of 2-1, the evicted house guest is Courtney. Of course, Owen was gonna do whatever Izzy told him to. Look how she's in the middle like a Dawn. She knows she winning this season. But we are gonna have to see if that happens in the next episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. You guys are amazing. This final 5 I could have not predicted, but it is fire. Let me know who you think is gonna win and why. And I dare every single one of you to have a good day.